Dear Coach Zerr, you're a great coach and we love you very much. You have made track my track season awesome for me. You have encouraged me to be the best I can be, and you give the greatest speeches before our motivational Mondays. And you just make me laugh when I don't feel like laughing, or you make hard practices not so hard because you're just always there to encourage us to do better. And we really appreciate you, Zerr. Thank you for making my track season the best.
Coach Zerr, I'm really sad to be making this video because I know you won't be coaching us next year, which is really sad because you're such a great coach this year. You're super inspirational and really motivating. You always motivated me to be the best that I can be. Thanks so much for always being such a great coach, and your inspirational speeches, they really impacted my life, and I'm sure they impacted all the other girls' lives too. Thank you for everything.
Zerr, you should know that we've got you on our mind. We are so thankful for all that you do. Coach Zerr, we really love you.
Hey Zerr, just want to say that I'm very thankful for you and grateful to have you as my softball coach, but also my track coach, and you've really improved me as an athlete. And I probably wouldn't have done track without you, and I'm really glad I did it, and all the girls I met. And you're awesome, and I'm really going to miss you next year and all your neon slapping jokes.
Coach Zerr, you have been a great impact on my life this season and throughout this year, and it was great meeting you, and you always have the biggest smile on your face and always made a day better when I wasn't feeling well or I was upset. I'm really sad you're leaving. I looked forward to next year with you, but if you did so well at this school, I think you're going to do a great job at the next school. You're a great teacher and a great coach, and good luck on your baby.
Hey Coach Zerr, it's Jayla. I'm so glad I was able to meet you this year. You're a great coach, and I hope you have many years filled with blessings.
Coach Zerr, I am so thankful and grateful to have been able to be your athlete and one of your athletes, and to have you as one of my coaches. And I was able to have you as my softball coach freshman year, and that was pretty cool because you were my very first high school sports / athletics / something / whatever you want to call it / coach. But freshman year was pretty cool because you were always pushing everybody, and if somebody made an error, you picked them right back up. You motivated us to keep our heads in the game. Like, you gotta get your head in the game. But anyways, so you always motivated us to keep a positive mind. And then this year that really transferred to track, and pretty much I was very excited to have you as a track coach. But transferred because you were always giving us speeches that had our mindsets, that helped us stay motivated and to work harder and to run fast, jump high, ball high, throw farther, stuff like that. But it really helped me grow as an athlete. In my mentality, it's grown a lot since having you as a coach, because you were always very positive, and especially during the mindsets. I remember one thing that you said. You said, "Don't be a drain, be a positive." But anybody that has had you as a coach is very lucky, and then Timberland's gonna be very lucky to have you as a coach, and we will all miss you here, and I hope Timberland treats you well, and I hope to see you at softball games and track meets. So yeah, don't be a drain, be a positive. Read it out.
Hey Coach Zerr, it's Taylor. I just wanted to say I'm very grateful for you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me, track and softball. I'll miss you next year. Oh. Just cut it.
I just want to say thank you for being so positive and so motivating and bringing us up when we were down or just when things weren't going right. Thank you for your amazing mindset speeches that were so inspiring every week. And thank you for being such a good coach. I'm going to miss you a lot next year.
Zerr, Powell. Honestly, when you first came, I wasn't sure because I didn't know who you were. I just knew you were a softball coach. But as I got to know you, you're a really inspirational guy, and getting to have you for at least a year, even though I want more because Timberland sucks and we need you here, having you definitely made an impact on this team. And even though I didn't run, you definitely made an impact in my life. So I know that you definitely helped a lot of the girls out there on the track. So thank you for taking your time and spending time with our team, and we're really going to miss you next year.
Thank you, Coach Zerr, for everything you've done this whole year for track. We're really going to miss you.
Hey Zerr, so when I found out that you were going to be coaching this season, or being another coach this season, I was super excited because I remember having you as a coach for softball my sophomore year, and I absolutely loved having you as a coach. I remember you were always so inspirational and always went out of your way to show that you were in it and you cared and you wanted us to succeed no matter what. And you know, as a high school athlete, we need coaches like that. We need coaches to show that we're not just doing it for the money. We're doing it because we actually care about you and we care about how much fun you have on this season and how well you succeed. And that was super important. And back to softball season. So one of my favorite memories was in the games. Someone would make it on first base and you would be at third base coaching. And usually coaches on third base are just like, good job. But Zerr, on the other hand, you would lead off and show us how to lead off correctly. Just a little like, hey, this is what you're about to do. And I remember like other teams looking at you like, what is this coach doing? And it was just showing that you always went out of your way and you always gave it that little extra push to show like, hey, you're doing this and I'm doing this with you. Like, I care about you. You're going to do great. And that's super important, and I really appreciate you always doing that. And back to track season this year, track is not easy. It's really hard, and it's crazy, like, mental for runners. And I think you really filled in the gaps, helping us with our mental views of track. And you always were there to be like, to give us an extra little push. And I remember doing the 10 200s, 85 degrees out, and I got to my fifth, it's like my fourth or my fifth 200, and I literally just could not do it anymore, and I didn't know whether to cry or didn't know if I was going to pass out or not. And you literally were just sitting there, you're like, how many fingers am I holding up? You good? You good? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And it just felt really comforting for you to be like, hey, like, take a break. It's okay. You're giving it your all. Take a break, get back up, and finish. And that's exactly what I did. So I can't thank you enough for being my coach and always being that extra little reminder, like, for all of us, hey, you got this on Mondays at Mindset. So thank you so much, Zerr, and whoever you teach and coach next is super lucky to have you as their coach or teacher because you are one of a kind. Bye!
Oh, hey! Good to see you there! Oh, hey! Didn't see you there! It's Perry on. It's Janae. I don't know what to say after that. Okay, Zerr, we're going to miss you so much, and we're going to thank you a lot for coming out this season and helping us out. We love you dearly. We hope you and your wife have the best life. And an amazing, adorable baby that you're going to bring so you can see him or her. Day. And then we hope you come back. We're going to miss you a lot. Love you, Zerr.
Zerr, where do I begin? You were such an amazing coach to have for this season. We were so lucky that we were able to have you for just one season. But, you know, you changed all of our lives. You showed us that even when we're down, we got to keep our head up and we got to push forward. you know, it was so amazing after every race, even though I didn't think that I did good on some of them, to get a high five from you. You know, you always showed me that just because it wasn't the best race ever doesn't mean that I can't be proud of what I did and where I was at. You pushed us all to be the best that we could. You know, you always said that, you know, not everything is good enough, that we all have to push to be where we want to be. Like I said before, we were so lucky to have you this season. You will be missed, and we wish you luck at your next school. If you don't come back next season, that is okay, because we had an amazing season with you. And don't forget that West is best.
Coach Zerr, you've been an amazing track coach this season, and you've been an amazing science teacher this past whole year. I'm always laughing when I'm around you, and your motivational speeches really hoped, and I hope that at Timberland you'll be an amazing teacher as there well.
Hey Zerr, thank you for all the time and effort you've contributed into making us a stronger team this year. Not only did you better us as athletes, but you bettered us as young women, and I don't think we can thank you enough.
Hey Coach Zerr. Alright, well, I'm going to try to keep this short. I mean, I could honestly go on and on about all the ways that you've impacted me this season. I'm going to talk about two things in particular. One was just your energy. You had the best energy all the time, no matter what we were doing, whether it was at mindset or at practice or at a meet, of course. You were always so engaged and hype, and it just got me hype, especially whenever I was getting mad at myself or anything. You were just like, come on, you can do this. And I actually genuinely believed that you felt that way. And it was so crucial for my development. I don't really know what I would have done without that a lot of times. One moment in particular, after I won the 400 at that JAG invite, it was the second meet of the season, and you were just so ecstatic. I could see it. You were just right there for me, ready to give me a hug, huge high five. It made me so happy, and I'm never gonna forget that moment. It was so important to me. The second thing would definitely be just your advice. You're very wise about how to talk to athletes and what we need to hear. It's you can kind of read it off of people. You kind of know what we need to hear, when we need to hear it, and how to say it. It's a really awesome thing. And I think that was also very important for me, because I felt like a lot of times I would be really angry at myself and I didn't know what else to hear. I would just want to tune everything out, but you were just standing right there next to me saying some things that I'm like, okay, yeah, he's right. He makes sense. I'm not mad at myself anymore. But anyways, just again, thank you so much for everything that you've done for the team this year. I know that I speak for everybody when I say that you are going to be missed very, very much. But good luck in your newest endeavors, and thank you again.
Hey Zerr, it's Noonan. I just wanted to say a quick thank you for everything that you've done for me and all the other girls in the track team. You've been such an amazing coach, and you've been so inspiring to us, and we couldn't have asked for a better coach, so thank you.
Oh, hey Zerr! How's it going? We heard you're leaving us for Timberland. That really hurts. Ouch! But we'll always remember Buffalo chicken dip and your great speeches at Mindset.
And to always be a faucet of positivity and not a drain of negativity.
So thank you for a great season. We'll miss you.